Hey there, Fit Fam, how is it going, guys? You already know, Coach Paul coming back at you guys on another Trainer Tip Tuesday. All right, so for today's topic, we'll be talking about some bilateral stance, resistance, straight arm pull downs, or resistant bands, bilateral stance, straight arm pull down. Either way, you're gonna be pulling this band down, but some things that happen in place or before the exercise takes place, all right? So always remember, bilateral stance just means about shoulder width apart. Now I always talk about in all the other videos, the neutral hips, get to that point just a second. All right, so we're gonna make sure that you are center line with that anchor point, right? Now, you don't wanna be standing straight up in front of this anchor point, because if you pull this down, you're gonna feel more top of shoulders, which right in here. Now that is not the target area on these pull downs. The straight up pull down area, what we're going to be targeting is going to be more of right here in the serratus, right there in the middle of the lats and the upper traps, just a bit there. So mainly you think about the upper mid back area that we're going to be touching with these pull downs. Now, with these bands, you always want to make sure that no matter what, okay, the hands can be neutral, meaning the palms will face each other, or you may place the hands on the inside where the palms are facing straight down. Yes, straight down, not angled in. Angled out or angled in, palms must face that mat or floor. Now, once you create that tension, I'm gonna have a neutral grip, meaning the palms will face each other. I'm gonna move my hands up so I get that right amount of tension for me, creating that triangle. So my hands are just slightly outside shoulder width apart. Now, bilateral stance or shoulder width. Now, here's one thing that we don't need to be seen here, is having our butt over arch. Yes, you hinge at the hips there, but tuck in, so you kind of just right here, you feel that core engage just a bit there. Now, pull this band straight down towards those thighs. As you do, think about when you pull down on this band, you're sticking that chest out. So what that does is, it creates that tension right there in that shoulder blade area, and the serrate area I was talking about, and as well, it retracts those shoulder blades down. Neck is neutral, and slowly return the bands back up. No higher than shoulder height. If you do this number, you disengage the muscle groups, and you got to work twice as hard to kind of get back into it. And that's when we kind of saw that there, a little pull action there. And that's when something quick happens, and we actually pull something. So, for all intent and purposes with this bilateral stance, straight arm pull down, feet again, shoulder width, hands can be neutral or palms facing down. Now that soft hinge of the hips there, soft bend those knees. Now these arms, it does stay straight, right? Straight arm doesn't mean lock the elbows out like so. Always a slight bend. Now before I even initiate this movement, I'm gonna draw those shoulder blades already down, tuck in my hips, and we'll pull straight down towards the thighs while slightly bringing my chest up, lowering back down. There is constant tension the entire time in that upper back area. Just remember to keep in mind, you need to stay neutral with that neck. Keep that triangle. So I'm gonna turn to the side of you or front of you so you can see that triangle action there. That's lightning forward. This is what it would look like from the front side as you pull down to the front of those thighs there. Working again, that upper back and of course that serrate area in here. Now for all intents and purposes, so you see that from the back side there, you wanna make sure that you are again bilateral, shoulders down, so you can see what I'm talking about when I pull down on these bands. Those shoulder blades are almost contracting fully, but it's just right there by the armpit level that we are engaging those back muscles. All right, fam. I hope that helps out with the straight arm pull downs. Again, a great exercise to kind of help out with some shoulder issues there. It's great for the back there. Bands are always great, all right, to put tension on the muscle groups and not the joints. All right, fam. Hope that helps out. Straight arm pull downs. Let me know what you think, guys.